So yeah, what brought you to work with Two Track Malting, and what do you like?
Like craft malt is a better story. If you're not making craft beer with craft malt, is it really craft beer? Um, we talk about traceability. We talk about the people that are the artisans behind what they're making. If you're just going to the store and buying something from the box, is it really homemade, handcrafted, or is it just something out of a cookie cutter out of a box? You see something like this, and you know that this is going to fill your silo, gives you a sense that you really are providing the best quality ingredients to your beer. People, the patrons coming into your pub. I just don't think there's any other alternative.
So you've been a huge supporter of craft malt and knowing where it comes from for the longest time. Tell me a little bit about how you do your tours at your brewery.
So, when we do a tour at Meadowlark Brewing, people have been to breweries. They've been to 1,000 breweries. If they love craft beer, they've been to one brewery. The first thing that we do is we show them a big map on our wall of where the malt comes from, where the hops come from, where stuff comes from. And I always say, we use Two Track, we use Gallatin Valley malt. I always say, from Bismarck to Bozeman, when you drink our beer, it's the taste of this place. It's a regional expression of the soil, what the French would say is terroir. It's the taste of the place. And so we make every effort to tell people that it's a regional thing that they're tasting and not just a manufactured product from an intergalactic corporation thousands of light years away. It has a real connection to real people, real artisans, and the person that's sitting in front of that glass. So they can be proud of what they're tasting and know that it has a genuineness to it.
So the grain you have here, this is going into your product. This is a batch of Pilsner that we're making for Meadowlark. How important is it to be able to see the product that's going to ultimately be in the products that you produce?
Being able to see this firsthand gives me the confidence that I'm making not just good beer, but world-class beer. I know that the artisans at Two Track that are making this malt are taking every effort to make the best quality malt that they can make. In addition to when I go into my brew house and I make this beer, I do the same thing, but it fills you with a sense of pride and knowing that it is the best quality and that people do care and that there is an artisanship to what we're doing here. It's not just I went to a dealership and I bought a car, that there's mass-produced cars and they're always the same. I know that this was made for us. It's special, and it feels more personal.
So when we developed Brewski and we started working with you, I don't know what, probably 5 years ago or so, like what drew you to, you were taking a gamble on what we were doing because we had a product that was nobody else in the world was doing. What kind of drew you to giving us a shot, and then, the experience you've had over the last few years?
So I had to build education and awareness of what malt was. Understanding that it's not just the varietals of barley. There's many different varietals of barley, but then when the maltster comes in, they make it their own. It's their own craft, just like a craft brewer. And if craft brewers can make good beer, we've trusted craft brewers to make good beer, then we can trust maltsters to make good craft malt. And so on one side of it, it was allowing myself to respect the artisan and understand that brewers are not so different. They're in the same situation as they're taking raw materials. And if brewers can be consistent and make good quality stuff, then so can maltsters. And then on top of it was to know that you have strains of barley that aren't grown anywhere else on the planet, and wheat for that matter. Astro, Brewski. This just adds more value to what we're putting out in every glass. To know that this is a unique experience, it has a more personal touch. Again, to know that this was made for us, and you coming into the tap room or coming into your local establishment, it's made for you. It's made for this region. It's special for that reason.